What's up, everybody? It's CryptoFur. Sorry about the unsteady hand, but it's CryptoFur at Steemit.com, Crystal Bear Kalaikai at Facebook and YouTube.com, and G_male_baby at Twitter. I haven't done a video in a long time because I've just been super busy, but just wanted to do a follow-up so that you guys can go back to my old videos and see that I've been saying that we're going to deflation first. The Fed's going to raise interest rates until something breaks, and something's breaking because we're having 1,000-point drops, then a 700-point drop, well, 724 yesterday, and now another 700-point drop today. So that's why I have my deflation, inflation, investing method. So on the way down, I'm making money. And as we go further down, I'm going to look at assets that are inflation sensitive to add to my current inflation sensitive investments, like more cryptocurrencies, more commodities, things like that. So I just wanted to let you know, see, we're seeing the cryptocurrencies actually were key indicators to what was going on. As we saw outflows coming from Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum and all the altcoins, we saw it happening then in the stock market soon after. So all things are connected because of credit. And as credit gets more expensive because they raise interest rates, people don't buy as much and they don't invest as much. So you're going to see these things crashing down. So as long as the Fed kept raising interest rates, I knew something had to give. And now that the markets are broken, they're probably going to raise interest rates more, and they're going to make it look like they're not raising them that fast, but they're just going to try to slow all of the lending and all that money flow out there. But then President Trump signed that omnibus bill today, and the omnibus bill basically prints money. It's saying, here's more money for you guys. Here, pork barrel. Why he did it, I have no idea. I mean, I'm usually on Trump's side, but on this one, I don't know what his thinking was. Is he getting threatened? Is he trying to win allies in Congress? I have no idea what he's doing here, because he was actually threatening to veto this bill, and now he's signed it to pass it. So it's tough to know where Trump stands, but this is one that I can't really support him on. Normally I support him. This is one where I don't. So I hope you guys have been investing accordingly based on my past investments. And I believe this is the time for cryptocurrencies now. We're seeing billionaires coming in to the crypto markets, and especially when these other markets are going to start collapsing. They're all saturated except for the crypto market. So what the billionaires like to do is they like to play ninja. So they like to hide their movements and their investments. So as markets are all going down, they'll gradually be putting money into the places where they want to invest. They call it dollar cost averaging. They enter a little bit, so they have a little bit of exposure. This is what I do as well. And as the markets go down, they continue to buy more and more of the assets that they value. They call this value investing, because if they see value in an asset and the price is dropping, people like us consider those sales. So most people are terrified and they're selling out. They're selling all their valuable assets to the people who are patient and don't get in at the wrong time or chase markets. If you're the type that you come into a market because everybody else is coming into the market, you're the type that gets lost. You're the one left holding the bag, because you're like, oh, you're hearing everybody go, oh, I'm making money in this market. So then you have to bring your money there because you have that FOMO really kicking in and telling you that you need to get involved. And that fear of missing out makes you make stupid decisions because you're only making decisions off of emotions. That's the problem with most people in this country. They make decisions off of their emotions rather than off their intellect. An intellectual investor and sophisticated investor takes the time to understand all the assets that they're looking at, and they take the time to get into it. It doesn't matter if everyone's screaming. When everyone's screaming, I'm making money, that's when they start looking at it. Is it really a valuable asset? They investigate it, they master it, they learn everything about it, so that when it crashes, They can buy it off of everybody's hands cheaply. I learned something interesting today because I have friends that work at a university that I talk with, and it's near graduation at one of the universities. So the people, the students are foreigners, and they come to this country, and they want to supply their rooms. So what do? They buy, I'm gonna call them assets, like TVs and computers and things like that. But when graduation time comes, they're not gonna ship those TVs and those computers and bring all these big sofas and everything back. It's expensive for them to do that, so they basically sell it at a loss. And if you're a wise value, quote, investor, you go looking for these bargains on the days that everyone's selling. So it's the same philosophy. When others sell, you buy and hodl, or hold in the traditional sense, hold. In the crypto sense, hodl. You hold on for dear life. And everybody else, like the media and all the chasers, they're going to panic and scream that things aren't going their way. I'm enjoying these markets because I shorted the stock market. I told you I've been shorting the stock market, and every time it rallies, I buy new short positions. I pay premium on them. I buy, small investments here and there because they're leveraged. But as the markets were rallying, I was adding, and now I'm just waiting to collect on my insurance policy, because when the stock market crashes, I'm going to take a lot off the table. So I'm going to do the reverse of dollar cost averaging, but I want to see a little bit more of a crash before I start to take more profits. And I think I'll see more of that crash coming. So, if we go below 20,000 on the Dow, I'll pocket some nice cash. So I won't tell you how much my position is, and I won't tell you how much I'll take off the table because it's tax season. But I'll let people figure it out for themselves. And if you want to follow, that's on you. I'm not giving you investment advice. I'm just telling you what I do. And then I'm going to start rolling those profits into the other assets. So anyway, I hope you've been following my stuff and you're not making fun of me. And I'm telling you still that Bitcoin is going to be much higher in the future. So, and other cryptocurrencies as well. But I stick with the more secure ones right now because all these ICOs and new altcoins coming out and airdrop ones, these ones are fads. You'll have one lead one day and then it'll be garbage the other day. And then Bittrex and all these other exchanges are going to stop listing them because they're not really performing like they did initially, because they get a big pop because people get excited about them and then they're yesterday's news real fast. But the ones that last, those are the ones I like to invest in. So, all right, I'll see you guys. I hope you're doing okay. If you're losing money, don't get depressed. I've gone rock bottom before, so don't commit suicide. All you got is your life and your health. That's all that matters, and you can always make money again. Even if you're in debt, don't let those creditors come and discourage you. As long as you have your life, your health, and your freedom, you have everything. You're wealthy. So